Hi folks, and welcome to Jomtien. We just got into town. We rode into town around noon today, and I'll tell you where we're at. We're on Soi 14 at a place called the S Club. We'll start here because we just checked into our room. We'll be here overnight tonight, and we'll take a look at a lot of stuff to do. The S Club. This is a little bit of a strange hotel. We'll go in and we'll take a look though. It's perfectly fine. I really like that you have access to the pool right there. So all the rooms kind of just go right around the pool. That's extra at a lot of hotels. When I was booking today in Jomtien here, I saw a lot of good deals, but when I went to actually pull the trigger on them, I saw that it was either 2 twin beds or some kind of, in other words, you had to upgrade to get like a pool view and even a king size bed, and a 700 or 800 baht room quickly turned into 1200, 1300 baht. So this was 800, but I think with all in tax, everything, booking fee 950, which is what the sign out front says. So apparently you can sashay on up down Soi 14, belly up to the counter out front and get the room for 950. That's what it says. But a nice pool here. They've got a coffee shop out front. It's a little bit of a no frills hotel, but I think the location's very good because right out on Beach Road, you have the Jomtien Big Market. Either way you go, you have stuff, and you have a nice quiet street that you're on. Right across from here is just a vacant lot, and you can see a condo building in the distance. So really a very quiet option to be, I don't know, a block maybe from the beach, something like that. I gotta tell you, rolling in, we kind of rolled through and then came down Beach Road. Beach Road in Jomtien now is one way. You guys probably know that better than I do. I had to ask myself, is that really still one way? It's still one way. I know they tried it about a year ago, but that's a thing now. But on Beach Road, it either seems like there's something new or something being built. I barely recognize from block to block. Like I said, it's either construction or it's something brand new that I've not seen. Maybe just the businesses have changed their face. It's something new now. I saw a couple things of interest that maybe if we have time tonight, we'll go out and we'll take a quick look. But the bed here is medium hard, not the softest bed, but it is a nice king size. There's a safety box over here, a little fridge, decent sized TV, nice sized bathroom, everything segmented in the bathroom, shower room, commode room, sink room, 3 little segments there. I like that. And air conditioned, and the people here were nice. It's a smaller room, but we're just here overnight, and we wanted to be in this. I've got a property to go look at over here today, but that won't be in this episode. But one thing I want to do for sure while I'm down here is go visit my friend, because she's opened up a brand new business now, and she's invited us for lunch. South Pattaya for a little spot of lunch. Every time, I swear almost every time now I come to Pattaya, my friend has expanded her business. So she started with the laundry. You can see that all behind me. The machines wash dry. And it's pretty good. Last time she expanded to ironing. She's doing ironing. And then she added a coffee shop, and just this week, a chicken and rice stand. Now, chicken and rice is called here locally khao man gai. One of the staple dishes in Thai cuisine. You'll see this everywhere. It's ubiquitous almost. It's special in terms of it's on my list of 5 Thai dishes that you can order here without any fear of it being spicy. There's people that have come here, they've had quite a bit of experience traveling here, but even they ask for the food not to be made spicy, they're disappointed, and they just can't tolerate spice. And some Thai dishes, they're all about spice. Some of the chilies and stuff are the main ingredient, so they can't. It's really hard to make it not spicy. It's kind of like making a chocolate sundae without chocolate, or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich without peanut butter. But this khao man gai chicken with rice, this will never be served spicy. They might have some sauce or some spice that you can put on it yourself, but it will never be served spicy. It is actually quite bland. You can either get the chicken boiled or gai tot, the fried chicken. So, but whether you get the fried chicken or the boiled chicken, comes with rice. The rice has been somewhat cooked in the chicken stock, and then you get a bowl of like consomme chicken broth. You get that with it, and you get some garlic and some peppers if you want that spice. But it is totally bland. The rice, it's almost like comfort food. It's very easy to eat, and I think nutritious and delicious. I mean, I'm not any kind of dietitian, but boiled chicken and boiled rice, you know, no oils, should be very little fat, that kind of thing. It should be something that's fairly healthy. 50 baht. So this area where we are, you might be familiar with the Day-Night Grand Hotel. It's kind of like a town square here in South Pattaya. Across the way is a place called ND Bar. I don't know, maybe you can let me know what you think ND stands for. I have no idea. But the ND Bar, the Day-Night Grand. And then this whole block on this side is the laundry, the ironing, now the chicken and rice, etc. It's a whole superplex of her businesses. So I'm very proud of her. I brought her to Pattaya the first time. She was living in Buriram. She came to visit us in Bang Sen. We said, this is during COVID, I said, maybe you can get a job in Pattaya. I know some people. And there was stuff open in Pattaya at that point in time. Anyway, we brought her here. She found work, a couple different things. She ended up working in a laundry very similar to this. And that's where she learned this trade and said that was her goal, to open one like this. And now she's done that. Every little square foot of space here that she's paying rent on can produce an income. And that's smart. She's one smart cookie. I never knew she was that smart. Anyway, we're going to enjoy some chicken and rice here. And then maybe go for a swim back at the hotel. And it says, hello, lovely girls. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So yeah, I think a lot of people may say that when they visit Pattaya. Hello, lovely girls. But anyway, I'm so proud of Anna. I wish her all the best here in South Pattaya. If you find yourself down here with maybe some dirty clothes and a hungry stomach, stop on by here, get your clothes churning, and have a nice hearty and healthy meal here while you wait for your clothes to continue spinning. I tell you, the day kind of got away from us. We had a lot of other little things to do, but we'll pick up around evening time when we're ready to go out.
Kind of looks like it's going to rain any minute. I just got back. I was over looking at a property. Maybe we'll look at that next time, but I think we're just going to go up here to the top of the Soi. There's a newer restaurant I've been wanting to eat at. It's about 6 o'clock now, so we'll go out for an early dinner, and maybe it'll rain while we have dinner, and then we can have a little bit of an evening. I saw on social media some people eating there, and the food looked really like dinerific. So we'll go and see what it's going to be. I'm meeting a buddy there as well. Right across from the new PTT station and KFC that now adorns Second Road here in Jomtien. So here we are. The Culture, it's called the Culture, or Quilture. I think culture maybe, but it's spelled with a Q, not a C. Usually culture's with a C. Located at the other end of the building. I saw something here. We got to go down there. All right, so wouldn't you know, we tried to go to the Culture, but they close at 5:30, and it's like 6 now or whatever. So it must only be breakfast and lunch. So my buddy met me there. We're in his car. We've come down the beach road. There's another place that I was very interested to check out while I was here in Jomtien, so we'll try this one. This one actually, it might be a little nearer and dearer to my heart. I'll show you why. So we've landed at Daisy D's. They don't really call it Daisy Dukes, but that's what it is. Now, Daisy Duke, in the parlance of our times, now Daisy Dukes are known as a pair of shorts because the character Daisy Duke in the show Dukes of Hazzard wore those, and she kind of gave brand to a whole thing, a whole genre of clothing. Real short, cut off, like jean shorts for women. We have a replica, a homemade replica of the General Lee in here. A Dukes of Hazzard themed restaurant, although to me, it reminds me more of like a Hooters. They have the wings, all the different flavors. Wings you can order, and you can get the wings breaded or naked. All the same kind of things Hooters does. And then sandwiches and salads. Big difference, they have breakfast here. I saw breakfast on the menu. The breakfast looked really good. So it might be a good place to eat breakfast, I don't know. You can kind of see in the kitchen and see what they're doing. But I was kind of, I don't know, a lot of you watching in different parts of the world may not have gotten the Dukes of Hazzard. I guess you could look it up on Google or something, but it was a small southern town run by a maniacal, overweight guy named Boss Hogg. He always wore a white suit and a white cowboy hat. And his deputies that were his like henchmen, they were like dumb as dirt. So they were always, you know, it was always some drama. And the stars of the show, the Duke boys, they were always on probation and had to worry about the law. But there was that kind of sexual element with Daisy. She had a very curvaceous body and tan thighs, and those short, cut-off shorts really accentuated all of that. I don't think there was a 10 or 11, 12-year-old kid in the mid-'80s that didn't know who Daisy Duke was. We'll try the food. We ordered some wings. I think that's a specialty. I got this berry cider. My buddy ordered a regular cider. I ordered a berry. I've tasted them both. The berry is berry-licious. There's a nice breeze here going on this afternoon. In the evening, it's probably almost every day here on Jomtien Beach. It's right on the beach, so you get that breeze. We had parking around back. We parked the car around back. So pretty decent. Not aircon. You got to have the breeze and fans and stuff, but so far we feel cool in here. Anyway, we'll look at the food when it comes out, and we'll see if it's going to be clear tonight. We'll go out and see what else we can find. There's so much new here right in Jomtien Beach that I wouldn't almost know where to start.
So the food has now arrived. I'll tell you what happened. Right before they brought the food out, they came over and said, we need to push 2 tables together because all your food isn't going to fit on 1 table. I think you have a problem when you have to get additional tables brought in just to house all of your food dishes. But anyway, it took up a lot of room. We had 2 orders of fajitas, of course the award-winning wings there that were great, and an order of nachos. Pulled pork nachos came with guacamole, sour cream, pretty legitimate, and a Cajun cold slaw. I thought the cold slaw could have been actually a little bit more Cajun. So they are right on the beach here in Jomtien, around the Soi 10-ish area. But there's daily specials here, so you might want to keep your eyes out for that. The wings, I remember this, the wings were on Wednesdays. Wednesdays they have the wings. But after dinner we ventured out. I got to tell you, it was so windy. It was very, very windy this night. It was so windy the sand was blowing from the beach in the people's eyes as we walked down the promenade here. But anyway, we will find a place to settle in, have a little bit of a nightcap, and see where that leads us.
Hear my heart a song, and let me sing forevermore. You are all I know, all I was to and to. Now the words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
So on this Monday night, we settled in here at the Golden Monkey at Soi Chiaprek here in Jomtien, not far from our hotel. Well, we did all this on foot, so we had a good evening, and soon enough, it was time to retire because it would be a busy day the following day as well.
Well, we came down to the beach for a little coffee and some breakfast. Our hotel doesn't have coffee till like 8 o'clock. But anyway, we found a little rice porridge stand. But first, we're going to look over here. It looks like they've changed the beach. They've gotten rid of the walking path, made more parking. This is where they sell the fish in the morning. We'll see what's for offer here. It's very windy last night. It's very windy now. But the air is so clear. It's as clear as I've ever seen it here. The wind's blown all the smog away. So in very short order, Lan has determined the seafood down at our beach in Rayong is much cheaper than here. Crabs, fish, everything, she says, is much cheaper where we live. She's done a quick cost-price comparison. It only took about a minute.
But that's right. They say everything in Pattaya comes at a premium. I guess seafood is no exception, but beautiful, clear, brisk morning here on the beach. We'll get some rice porridge over here. At least Lan will. There's a 7-Eleven there. They got a coffee stand, guy selling coffee and drinks, and then this guy selling rice porridge. But she said it was pretty good. I think 50 baht for that. I'll just stick with a cup of coffee there. Coffee's really going up. I used to get those for 10 baht. Now they're 20. I noticed the Jomtien cleanup crew was out. They're busy, getting all the crumbs off the parking lot. They keep it nice and tidy right there so all of us can enjoy a more serene environment. There they are. They do a great job. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode here from Jomtien. Been a while since we spent the night in Jomtien. We'll do something else here next time. But for this one, I'm going to have to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.